Hi, it's Darnell with Wheels and Recipes, and today I'm going to cook up some baby back ribs in the Emeril Lagasse pressure air fryer. And I've done some St. Louis ribs before in the Emeril Lagasse pressure air fryer Duet, but this time I'm doing baby backs just to see how baby backs turn out. So if you've already seen my video where I did some St. Louis ribs, this is going to be nearly identical except for slightly different on the timing and such. But I just want to see how much different baby backs turn out in this cooker than St. Louis ribs. So we're going to get started with that cook right now. And we've already done St. Louis, so this is just baby backs. Alright, so here we have the baby back ribs. There's basically 3 slabs in this pack. Weighs in at about 9.43 pounds. And so, Lord willing, they'll all fit. The St. Louis ribs is about 9 pounds and they all fit, so I hope the baby backs will as well. In addition to this, I have my usual Twisted Q Crooked Pig cane and maple seasoning because I just like it. And I also have here in cup a cup of water and a cup of apple juice, basically together there in that cup. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm just going to get the ribs out of the pack, and I'm going to get the membrane off the back. I'm going to cut them into probably fifths or quarters and season them up as well. And then I'm going to get them all into the pot and get the fluids into the pot with them. Alright, so I've got them all cut up and such. Now I'm just going to take and season and put them in the pot as I season each piece. Alright, this is the last of the seasoned up ribs, and just like with the St. Louis ribs, we're just close to that fill line as we fill things up, but thank God 9 pounds does fit. Now I'm going to get my water and apple juice that I have here and pour it in. Now I'm going to take my lid, my pressure lid, and put it on. Put it into that closed position. Alright, now giving you the close-up view, I'm going to hit the pressure button, and I'm going to turn the dial till I get to pork. And so I'm at pork. It defaults to 30 minutes on medium pressure. That's exactly where I want things for baby back. So I press in once to select that option, and then without making any further changes, I just press in again, and it's going to start cooking there. I'll bring you back. Alright, so the cook is finished, and I gave 20 minutes of natural release time, and the display has just changed to blue because 20 minutes has passed on natural release. So now I'm going to see if there's any additional pressure. I'm going to hit the pressure release. Alright, so a little bit of pressure in there, but not a whole lot, but still, even though that display goes blue, that just goes blue automatically after 20 minutes. Doesn't mean all the pressure is totally out of there, so you always got to be careful with that. But I think we've got the pressure out now, so I'm going to turn the lid, get it on off. Got a thermopin here that I'm going to check temperature with. We're just over 200. We're in the very low 200 degree range. So it turned out pretty nice. Going to get all of these out and set them here in this pan. You can see the seasoning cooked in them pretty well. Alright, so I've gotten all the ribs out of the pot. So now at this point I just basically take some pot holders, get the pot out, dump the juice out. And even though I'm dumping the juice out, if you want to save it for another dish or for like some broth or something, you can. Alright, so I've dumped the fluids out, and you always want to make sure that you hit the cancel button to end your cook when it's done, so that, you know, it's not trying to keep things warm any longer when you don't need it to. But now that I've dumped everything out, I'm just going to take some paper towels and wipe out the insides of the pot just to dry it off real quick. If you want, you can, you know, completely wash the pot if you care to wash it. I just basically dry the inside out, and that usually, because this pot is ceramic, so it's non-stick, so usually just wiping it out cleans it out enough for the crisping part of this cook. So just finishing up wiping it out here, and I'll just mention nobody paid me anything to do any of this that you're seeing here. I mean, I'm not, you know, affiliated with the companies or any of the stuff that you were shown here. Alright, so now that we got the pot wiped out and dried off, I'm going to put the wire rack in, and going to put in enough ribs to just make one layer of ribs. I usually can get about 3 on in a single layer. Just trying to make sure I don't have them overlapping too much, or, you know, on top of one another here. Alright, now I'm going to put my air fryer lid on. Set that in place. Alright, now to give you the close-up view, I've got my air fryer lid on, and I hit the air fry button, and I'm going to change to beef. So now that I'm in beef, I'm going to press in, and I'm going to change the timer. I'm going to hit the time button. I'm going to increase the time to like 35 minutes. Change it to 35, give myself plenty of time. And so I'm going to do basically 5 minutes per set, but going to basically crisp these 5 minutes per set. And so we'll start with this one. Alright, 5 minutes have passed. I'm going to get the lid off. It auto pauses when it's taken off. So going to get some ribs out. Let's have a look at these baby backs. See how they look. Look pretty good. So I'm basically going to repeat this process with the rest of these. I'll bring you back when I get down to like the last set, but basically going to be doing the same process here for the rest of them. Alright, I'm down to my last set, and I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on those. If you are, you know, one who wants sauce on all your ribs cooked in, you could, you know, put some sauce in the pot and cook the sauce in the pot with your ribs if you so choose. I'm just gonna spread this sauce on these ribs a bit. Just rub it down on them. Pretty nice and smooth. And as you can see, you know, all the ones that were already cooked came out looking pretty good. So they're doing pretty well. I'm going to put these in Since these have some sauce on top, I'll give them like an extra minute. I'll give them 6 minutes to cook the sauce in a little more. So sticking this lid on, and turn it around here. Get it on. All right. Let's see. There we go. All right, I'll bring you back in 6 minutes. All right, time's up. I'm hitting cancel to stop things, getting the air fryer lid off. We'll see how things look in there now. Get things snapping and crackling. There you go. Got your sauce very well cooked in. Look at that. Very well cooked in. I mean, it's so well cooked in, you know, I can hold them up to you and nothing's dripping off, you know. That sauce is very well cooked in there. Seared in. So, going to try and cut one here. And just, there we go. I mean, it cuts right off easy. Super easy. So, we'll get the camera adjusted and we'll do some taste testing. Alright, here are the ribs. So, let's do a bite into this one here. Gotta do one more. Alright, I mean, first bite, so good, had to do a second bite. That's how good they are. They turned out fantastic. So, this is how you can cook yourself up some baby back ribs in the Emeril Lagasse pressure air fryer. You can find a link to the full recipe in the video description. Also in the video description are links to buy this cooker and others through my referral links. If you want to support this channel, you pay the same price you always pay, but you just help support the channel. Also, you can always find other recipes on my blog at superwaveovenrecipes.com. You can always come to this YouTube channel by going to waveovenrecipes.com. I'm on Twitter and Instagram also at Wave Oven Recipes. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, cook up some baby back ribs, and good eating.